Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of Cooking with Karen. Today I'm gonna make some oxtail, rice and peas. I'll make my own coleslaw and some lettuce with cucumbers and tomatoes. Let's start cooking. So I'm using red kidney beans, peas, to make my rice and peas, and with this I've got my coconut, some garlic, some spring onions, and some thyme, and of course I've got the blender to blend the coconut. I put my peas to soak overnight. First I wash it, and then I left it to soak overnight. I've just tossed the water away and fill it with some more fresh water. Now I will add a sprig of spring onion, some thyme and my garlic, and let this piece cook. And while that is cooking, I will blend my coconut, but first I need to take the coconut from the ox. So now take the peel from the spring onion and the garlic, wash them, beat them, and add them to the pot. I will now light the stove and leave the peas to cook until soft, and then I will add my coconut milk and season the pot all over again. So for my coleslaw, I'll be using a white cabbage, some red pepper. I'm using some red onions, some spring onion, some cabbage, a tin of sweet corn, mayonnaise, and a sprinkle of sugar. And of course, we need our grater to shred the cabbage. And over here, I've got a cucumber, a beef tomato, and some lettuce for my salad. I will now wash the vegetables, peel the carrots, and trim the spring onion, get the seed out of my red pepper, and start to make my salad. I'm a bit stuffy because of my sinus, so please excuse me. So there we've got it. Now I will shred my carrot and my cabbage as well as the onion. So there's the peas cooking away. When you're cooking your peas, if the peas some is floating on the top, just use some water, pour some water in it, and it will sink the peas. Now I've boiled some water. I'll just pour some there. Cover up my pot and let it cook. So this is my shredded carrot, cabbage, and red onions for my coleslaw. I'll now cut my pepper and spring onion finely and add it to this. I've now added the pepper and the spring onion. Now I will add my mayonnaise. And make sure to get the mayonnaise, the one with the egg. It will give it a nice flavor. and the richness of the mayonnaise won't let your coleslaw be too runny. So now I'll add the mayonnaise and some sugar. One, two, two, and a little, maybe a quarter. Then sugar, 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. So I've added 6 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and I use the real mayonnaise, almonds, um, and a little black pepper, just a sprinkle. Now I'll stir this in, and then I'll give it a taste. Have now added the sweet corn. And there we've got it, my coleslaw. Now I will put this in a container, sealed container, and let it sit in the fridge. Let's now turn our attention to our salad. So I'll take away the plastic from the cucumber, take out my lettuce, wash them, and be creative. So I've added some salt to my vegetables, and I'm gonna wash them. So there's my prepared salad. I've left some of the peel on the cucumber purely for decoration, and also some people are not able to digest cucumbers, and they digest it better with the skin on. But yeah, that's my salad. I will now put some cling film on this and leave it in the fridge. Yummy, crispy, fresh, and nice. Okay, so here are my oxtail already seasoned and just ready for the pot. And here I've got my pot on the fire with some oil that I'll be frying my oxtail in. I'm just waiting on the oil to be hot. So we'll fry the oxtail on both sides before pressuring or cooking in the pot. Well, I won't be using the pressure cooker. I don't really like my meat pressure. All depends on what I'm cooking, to be honest. Or maybe how late it is. So there, We'll fry them on both sides. In the meantime, I will cut on the peas. We'll touch the peas to see how soft it is. Okay, maybe another 10-15 minutes and the peas will be ready for the coconut milk and the seasoning. I've now flipped them on the other side. So I've taken out these lots. And I've added the final step. Oh, come on. So when my oxtail is finally fried, I add them all back to the pot. And then I use some boiling water to cook my oxtail. And I added lots and lots of garlic. Make sure your meat is covered fully so they cook evenly. So I'm opening my water. We'll cook this oxtail and I will check in between to make sure there's enough water and also that the oxtail is cooked to my standard. Now I will lower my heat, cover my pot and leave that to cook for an hour. So it's the time to add the coconut to my peas. But Lord, 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 I want to cry tears. This is what my coconut looked like when I cracked it. Deep sigh because I'm so freaking upset. But anyways, I've got an alternative. Cream coconut. I was saved by my neighbor, to be honest. Ding dong. Shout out to Ding dong. Thank you, my friend. You know I will return the favor anytime. So I beat my spring onions. I've already added my pepper and my thyme to the pot. I will add some pimento seed, about 5. A quarter of my cream coconut. And salt to taste. Yeah, I will now lower the heat and cover the pot and let the coconut and the seasoning cooked for 10-15 minutes. Then I will wash and add my rice. So it's that time now to add my rice. The rice is now washed and ready to be added to the peas. So I've added my rice and now I will stir just to combine the peas and the rice evenly. I will now cover the pot and let it boil, and once it's boiled then I will lower the heat for the water to absorb. So the timer's gone on the oven, not the oven, on the hob for my oxtail. I've checked it and it needs to cook some more, so I will add another 35 minutes. Yeah, because personally I really do not like my meat to be too soft, and neither do I want it to be too hard. It's not going to be medium, but it's not going to be too tender either. So yeah, another 35 minutes and then I will add my seasoning to the pot. And for my oxtail I'll be using a tin of butter bean, some green bell pepper, some hot pepper, onions, spring onion, tomato, and I've got a piece of red pepper that left off from my coleslaw that I'll be adding also to my oxtail. So let's set this up for 35 minutes maximum. My rice is now boiling and I've lowered the heat to low, and I will leave it covered for the water to absorb and the rice to steam, and I will check it in between. So the water is now being absorbed, and we'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll check to see where our rice is at, if we need to add some water or just leave it to be steamed. I'm making rice and peas with basmati rice, so I know for a fact that I will not be adding any more water to my rice, so I'll just leave it there to continue steam, and then I will check and turn my stove off. Okay, I will now remove this thyme. I'll just take this pepper away because I don't want it to burst in the rice. See, I can already see some seed on it. And then I will check my rice from the middle. And this tells me that I've got perfectly cooked cheddar rice. Let me take away these scallions. Got loads of time in there because I previously seasoned my pot, my peas. Then you just use your fork and just fluff it around. Try not to make a mess like me. That's why we have to clean as we go. And that's my pot of rice and peas. So for my few minutes of cooking time, I will add my tomato, my onion, the spring onion, and the pepper to the oxtail. And for the remainder of cooking, I will then add my green pepper, the piece of red pepper, and the butter bean for the final cooking. Just be mindful of the amount of pepper you put in your food when cooking, especially if you're cooking for other people. You don't want it to be too spicy because not everyone likes spicy food. At the end of the day, people can add what they want to their food in terms of pepper. There goes my timer. So there I've added my tomato, my onion, my pepper, and the spring onion. And I will let this cook for 3 minutes, and then for the final 3 minutes I will add my green peppers, red pepper, and the butter bean. There goes my 3 minutes timer. I will now add the green pepper and the butter bean. I've already drained the water from the butter bean. I will just spread these across. Small green pepper. Let me add just a touch of black pepper. So I've now added my butter bean, my green pepper with the piece of red pepper, some black pepper, and approximately eight pimento seed. Now I will cover my pot and let it cook for the remainder of 3 minutes, and then I will serve my dinner. Okay, so there goes my final minutes for my oxtail. I'll now turn my stove off and finish sharing my dinner, which I've started, as you can see. So guys, this is my dinner. And before I go, I just want to say thank you all once more for tuning in to another edition of Karen's Kitchen. Today I prepared rice and peas with oxtail, my very own coleslaw, and some salad with cucumbers, tomato, lettuce. Don't forget to follow me on. See you once more in my kitchen. Bye for now.